My videos go into the highly publicized case of my murdered sister-in-law, Joan Webster. She disappeared from Logan Airport on November 28, 1981. And even though there are many theories that have been put forward, Joan's case is unresolved and no one has ever been charged or indicted. Through these videos, I'm going to bring forward information that can be verified with documents that refute allegations that were published this past February by the former Assistant District Attorney Tim Burke, who was assigned to Joan's case. He alleged that a man by the name of Leonard Paradiso was guilty of murdering Joan, but a grand jury rejected evidence that he brought forward and his supposition and never handed down an indictment. Mr. Burke was able to gain a conviction against Mr. Paradiso for the murder of another woman, Maria Iannuzzi, but in reviewing thousands of pages of grand jury, pretrial, trial testimony, newspaper accounts, police records, witness testimony, sworn affidavits, the evidence points to the fact that Mr. Paradiso was indeed convicted wrongfully of this crime. At the time that Joan disappeared in Boston, there was a lot of corruption. There were wrongful murder convictions, even brought forward and created by our own law enforcement. It's very well documented that authorities, members of law enforcement, and even the FBI were guilty of covering up and protecting criminal informants. It's very interesting to note that at the same time Tim Burke was working on Joan's case, he was also involved in procuring wiretaps to bug the Lancaster Street garage of Whitey Bulger, a man now on the FBI's most wanted list. It's also interesting to note that all of those wiretaps, very well documented, were compromised. During the course of those investigations, though, they had visual observation of who Mr. Bulger was associating with, and it has come to light that Mr. Burke had an association of his own with a major drug trafficker who was known to be an associate of Whitey Bulger. So it's very important that the Essex County District Attorney's Office of Jonathan Blodgett review files and review them with the documents that refute what Mr. Burke has said. If his allegations have any substance, these files will support them, and I have no interest, I have no reason to want to clear the name of a man who may have been involved in Joan's murder. There are people who are trying to discredit me, and I feel very strongly that I'm getting close to the truth. We will be speaking out.